All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Saturday, July 26th. I'm going to be sad when July's over. I'll stop saying July like Bubba. Ow. Yes, coffee's hot this morning. How we doing, guys? Go live. Go live. Pressing all the buttons. What is happening? How you guys doing today? Yeah, I just shared some stuff to my story. Bailey and her friend Abby and a couple of other friends are doing this datey thing out there in Texas. So Abby came up with the idea for on the Katy Trail that they walk on, and they did this event called the Datey Trail, and that blew up. They had about 900 people show up, or like, and the next one they did, they had like 1,700 people show up, and so they're off and running, creating something cool in Dallas. So check it out on my story, and then share it out if you would. It's pretty cool. Maybe we can get Wendy to dig the link up today and share it out for those guys. Abby actually has been on my podcast. Hey, look at that, Danielle, first one here. Good to see you. Roy Dahl is here. The OG is watching us. Look out. Yeah, you did make it on time, kid. 9.75. Roy, you got to give Patty a 10 one of these times. You know, you gave her that 10 when you were out of town. I'm not sure she's over it yet. I'll know if I don't hear from you for a few days. So, well, happy Saturday, guys. Wendy is here, turning the dials in the background, making sure all this stuff gets out to you guys. We'll get my my view here for 100%. Actually, pretty crazy on the screen here. Got my screen split, got my notes up. Can see you guys or see me talking to you guys. Yes, good morning. Grand Rising. July 26th. It's going to be a good day. We're going to build the background, the arbor thing for the wedding of the century today. Shouldn't take too long. Got some 2x4s. got some straight ones. Pretty hard to find a straight 2x today. Oh, man, they grow them so fast. Oh, cut them down so quickly, I should say. So anyway, good week, solid week. A lot going on. Rachel, good to see you. Good morning. Only a 65 on the sleep score last night. I thought I slept pretty well. Maybe that is pretty well, but we mustn't have an unhealthy relationship with the Oura Ring, right? So anyway, throw a few cups of coffee at it, see what happens. And plenty of ducks. Roy, you will be responsible for ducks on Jeeps all over the great state of Maine going forward, because we put those in Wendy's Jeep, and she's going to put a duck on everybody's Jeep every time she sees it. We should say on the bottom of them, we wrote, for a good time, call Roy. Good morning, Josh Baker. Good to see you. How are things? Yeah. Plenty of ducks. For those of you that missed it yesterday, Roy sent me a bag full of ducks in response to my rant earlier in the week about ducks on the dashboards of Jeeps. Don't even get me started. Good morning, Andrea Gooch. Good to see you. And good to see all of you guys that don't pop up for some reason when you jump on. Sometimes it'll say you're watching. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll tell me the same person is watching 75 times in a row. So that's technology. I'm streaming from StreamYard to Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So sometimes it goes well. Other times it does not. So anyway, well, good morning, guys. I appreciate you showing up today. I want to kind of wrap up our series. This is day 10. And I want to talk today about becoming the kind of person who moves anyway. All right. You're not waiting to feel ready. You're choosing to act anyway. Okay. We're going to do the thing, whether we feel like it or not. We've been talking a lot about overcoming self-doubt this past week. You know, self-doubt may never disappear, right? We've talked about it for the last 9-10 days here, but it may never disappear. But your relationship with it, I hope, has changed. And today's about locking in that new identity. All right. So things this past week, like you've rewritten the script. If you've jumped on here at all or listened to any of the lives that I've done, you're not the same person who started 10 days ago. Maybe I'm not even, right? Because I've thought about some things and got out ahead of some stuff. Doubt may still whisper, hey, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. What are people going to think? Right. But now you recognize it. You're like, oh, okay, get away from me. And instead of asking for permission, you're going to move anyway. You don't care what people think. Doesn't matter. Okay. You're now the kind of person who acts even when unsure, who builds belief through consistency and surrounds themselves with people who elevate you, right? Yeah. Instead of maybe we've changed out some contacts. Maybe we've let some go. Maybe we've reached out to people we may not have reached out to before. Okay. Now we're the kind of person that sees fear not as a stop sign, but just as a signpost, right? There's been an identity shift. Okay. Which is greater than the information overload. So transformation happens when you live differently, guys, not just learn differently. You can't just consume and consume and consume and never make a change, never implement anything. So let's feel like you're someone that no longer waits, okay? All right? You're someone who builds and leads and takes bold action, and I hope that somewhere in the last week you've been able to do that. Because really, guys, you don't overcome self-doubt in one shot. You overcome it by becoming the kind of person who doesn't need to wait for perfect conditions. Well, we'll just, kind of see what happens here. We'll wait till things line up a little bit. I'll get to that. I'll put it on my list for down the road. That way I don't have to do it today because I kind of know it's uncomfortable. Right? Yeah. I've second guessed myself before. Hey, what are people going to think if I, write a book? Or who does he think he is? Freaking guy goes live every day on Facebook. I mean, who is he to think that people will want to listen, right? Who is he to change careers at 55 years old? Right? The doubt doesn't go away, guys, but it doesn't get to decide anymore. We don't listen to it anymore. There's a shift, right? A shift when all of a sudden you think, well, okay, if I don't do the thing and I don't bet on myself, where am I going to be a year from now? Good morning, Pete. Good to see you. Yeah. Listen to yourself, right? Listen to the people around you that challenge you and say, yeah, what would have to happen for you to do that, Pete or Andrea or Dave? Good morning, Dave. Yeah. Have a great weekend yourself. What would have to happen for you to be able to do that, Roy? Yeah. We have those conversations all the time. Okay. So you're going to get an action step here. I want you to complete this sentence, maybe in your journal or your notes or on your phone. If you write it down, I am the kind of person who, even when, so maybe it kind of goes like this. I'm the kind of person who shows up even when I'm uncertain. I'm the kind of person who leads even when I feel afraid. I'm the kind of person who starts a daily live video even when I don't know how many people will show up. I'm the kind of person who starts a coaching company even when there's other people out there doing it on a high level. Yeah, so glad you jumped on as well, Andrea. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, complete that sentence. I'm the kind of person who, even when, all right, we persevere, guys. We push through. Because what happens if you don't? Like, indecision is a decision, right? Doing nothing is a decision. And like my friend Steve says, why don't you just, you don't need to give me the excuse. Why don't you just tell me it's not a priority? What would have to happen to make it a priority? So write that down and read it out loud this week. I'm the kind of person who, even when, okay, I like the whistles there. Pretty good, huh? Theatrics. Yeah. Write it down, whatever it is for you. Okay. Read it out loud daily for the next week. See what happens. Put it somewhere where you can see it. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Hey, where's Dave Howard? Where's touring, man? What is going on here? We're not even at full staff. What's going on? Make a comment so I know you guys are here. Let me know how you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10 as well. Speaking of 10, we've just completed 10 days of a series on overcoming self-doubt, turning fear into fuel. Okay. I want to just recap so that, guys, this is intentional. There's Dave Howard. All right. Yeah. Keep driving. No comments. Yeah. Guys are a 9. I love it. Josh Baker, Catherine Thomas. Good to see you. Appreciate you jumping on all the time. We're going to start a new 10-day series tomorrow. I've got to look at my notes. I should have looked before I got on to see where it was at. Bill, I hope there's a 1 that's supposed to go in front of that. If not, I'm calling you afterwards. 9. Okay, we'll take it. You put a 1 in here, your phone's going to ring. Not by me, by somebody. So, guys, yeah, what we've done over the last 10 days is just talk about some things like on day 1, we recognize the voice of self-doubt. And if any of these guys, if any of these you missed them or you want to check them out, they're right on YouTube. All right. You could probably still find them on Facebook if you scroll back, but after a month they go away, but they live on YouTube. Day 2, we understood where fear comes from. We jumped into that, right? And day 3, we discovered the hidden gift of fear and using it as fuel. All right. And we rewrote the story of negative self-talk. We stacked small wins to build self-belief. Again, guys, we're being intentional about this. This isn't just me jumping on here and flapping my gums every day. We worked on killing comparison and reclaimed creation. All right. Reframed failure as feedback. You've heard that one before, right? We took action. On day 9, yesterday, we talked about building a circle that strengthens belief and getting the people, changing out some of the people around you, looking at your 5, the 5 most influential people around you. 5 people you spend the most time with. Yeah. Glad you're listening, Dave. Appreciate you. And today we talked about locking in that new identity. Someone who moves anyway. Someone who does the thing. Okay. You've rewritten the script. You're now the person who does this, even though that, right? You've had an identity shift. And you understand that you don't overcome self-doubt in one shot, guys. It's there every day. The personal development journey never ends because we can always get better. We're never a 10 on that, right? We're always getting better. So if the series moved you at all, if it helped shift the way you think or lead, do not let that momentum die here. Don't be like, well, hey, it was good, Bob was, I was good today. I enjoyed that. Now we got to go to Home Depot, right? Think about it. Go back, rewatch a couple of them, the ones that hit you hard. And then do this. Send it out to someone you care about. See if they'll watch. More importantly, live it out. This stuff is I don't just put it on here because it sounds like it might be engaging. I put it on because it's important to me and I need to hear it as well. Because you don't overcome the self-doubt with hype, guys. It's not rah-rah. You become the kind of person who acts anyway. Just act. That's who you are. Say it out loud. So it's been said, so it shall be. Yeah, that's who you are. Keep going, guys. Just keep going. Right? It's only failure if you quit. Right? You can always quit tomorrow. And tomorrow you can quit tomorrow. Right? Guys, if this helped, pop a fist pump in the chat. Let me know what you're up to this weekend. Who's got something good going on today? Dave Howard's driving somewhere. What's today? Ooh, it's not Beach to Beacon. When's that? Next weekend? A couple of weekends probably, right? Where the whole state of Maine gets turned upside down. Certainly the town of Cape Elizabeth. Dave is a streaker, but it's not what you think. He's run the Beach to Beacon 10K road race every single year. Dave, is this year 25 or 6 or 7, something like that? Geo is here. Good to see you. Next weekend, yeah. See how I'm asking him questions while he drives. I could actually get in trouble if he gets in an accident. So answer that last one, Dave. That'll be it. 27th. Yeah, 27th year in a row. And I won't ask him, but I'm going to find out how many people. This is a road race that somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 people run every year. I think it's 5,000. Maybe they upped it to 10. And it's put on by Olympic marathon champion and Maine resident, Joan Benoit Samuelson. And she created the race 27 years ago, and it attracts talent from all over the world. And it's pretty cool. It's one of the few places, other than the Ironman course. Have I ever mentioned Ironman? Just kidding. It's one of the few places where you can actually compete with the pros, you know, not that you're running beside them, but you're on the same race course. Yeah. 72 left. He's yeah. All right. Well, one of 72 people that's run it all 26 previous times. So that's pretty cool. And it drops every year, I'm sure. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Jump on there. Hey, I wanted to say too, check out my Facebook story or I think either one of my Instagram stories. I shared Bailey's most recent reel. And when I talk to you guys about, you know, the difference between us hacks doing it ourselves and somebody that knows what they're doing, creating your social, that's a great example of it. It's a reel about this datey thing that they've been putting together. So they've just created this community out there. Shocker, huh? Where, you know, people can come and connect. And it started on the Katy Trail. And now her friend Abby has taken this thing and blown it up. And Bailey has helped her with the social media side. And then she's got a friend, Matali, that takes the photos. So they got it going on out there. They're getting super creative, and it's fun to watch. I told Bailey and Abby, I said, just keep going. Just keep doing it. It's exciting. So anyway, check it out. Share that if you would. Dave says he's walking it this year. It's all right. You know, it's like I look at that, Dave, if you look at the scorebook after a baseball game, a bloop hit to right field looks the same as a line drive. Okay. Finish is a finish. And the fact is you're showing up and you're getting it done. So good for you. So when we used to train, when we were doing the Ironman stuff, I remember talk about like perspective, right? I can remember reading the paper, because that race I think is always on a Saturday. I think it was the Sunday paper. I would get up and I'd read about this Beach to Beacon race, right? I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, the 10K, you know, and I don't even really think I keyed in on what 10K was. And I look, I'm like, these people run 6.2 miles, right? I don't know if I could, you know, I'm like, that's a long ways, right? Flash forward 10 years later. And as part of my Ironman training, I rode my bike with friends. Rode my bike from Wyndham to Cape Elizabeth to the race start, which is a 25-mile ride. Ran the race, turned around, ran it backwards, and then biked home. So if you're thinking that something's a big deal or something you might not ever be able to do, keep it in perspective, because if you train for it and you do the work, you can do anything you put your mind to. Because I went from opening the newspaper, so that's dates you a little bit. Open in the newspaper, look at all these people that could run that far, and was like, wow, I don't know if that's anything I could ever do. Flash forward to years later, doing that and a whole lot more. So it's just crazy. So don't be afraid to commit to something. Don't be afraid to take action. Don't be afraid to bet on yourself. Guys, Monday, we'll be back at it with, I'm sick anyway. We'll be back at it with the Daily Sales Accelerator in the Rosenberg community. Check it out. Had a blast with that this week. Monday is all about mindset. So Wendy just popped a link in here for a free 7-day trial. Check it out. I'll be back down in Houston August 4th and 5th for the 2-day summit, and then back again September 8th and 9th. If you want to join me on either one of those or wondering what it is I'm talking about every day, hit me up. And you're going to see a lot of this on my social media between now and October, the Mach 5 conference that we're doing down in Houston at the same location. There's a link right here, and I'll pop it on the screen for you. Hit us up with that. If you need more information, just DM me, or you can jump on my schedule. Wendy always throws the 30-day free strategy call link in there. You can check that out. Say, Wendy says, Dave Howard, most people would say, I can't, I hurt my knee. You are doing it anyway. Bob talked about this very thing this week. You're actually winning the race in my book for that. Yeah, good stuff. That's right. And guys, do the thing, right? Because you just don't know how long you're going to be able to be in the game, right? That's why, when after August 16th, we're taking the week and we're going to go hit Katahdin, just the two of us, and just making memories and doing the things. And can I do it as fast as I used to? Nope. Does it hurt a little bit more? Yup. But I don't want to get to a point where I can't do that stuff and go, wow, I kind of wish I'd done that one more time, So put it on your schedule, block it off, and take the time. MCL. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So hopefully you can get recovered from that. It's not good, right? You've done a lot of running in your day. You're about as recognizable in the main running community as Alan Genest and Tony Myatt, right? So that's yeah. Besides Hannaford Brothers, I think that's where I know you the most from. Anyway, we're gonna get you on here someday, David. Shoot the shit. So we'll get Touring Man on here too, but it's yet to be proven whether he actually exists. Touring Man, we need more details. Well, listen, guys, I have to drag some tools up over the stairs, out into the garage, and we've got the materials to build the arbor. I'll tell you what, we'll do a reel, okay? We'll have fun with it. I'll be like, wait, set that back up. Don't cut that yet. Maybe we'll do a time lapse in the garage or something. We'll have fun today. I told Wendy she's going to be my assistant, and maybe I'll even let her wear the tool belt. So see if I can remember how to put some things together. But it's going to be fun. We're going to put it together. Hopefully we'll go up and get some stain afterwards. It's going to be pretty simple little rig, but it's going to be good. So yeah, this is all about the team. Yeah, love it. So Peter, do you know how to work with wood or something? Funny you should ask. This is actually pretty easy. Don't ask me to cut those valley rafters for you, but I can cut the hell out of a 2x4. So no, I enjoy that stuff. I really do. I kind of miss it actually. So I'm sure you do too, Pete, where it would just be kind of nice some days to just go out and work in the field, right? So, and I know you still get that opportunity whether you like it or not recently. So anyway, guys, have a great day. I appreciate you all. Reach out if you need me. Okay. Think about the things that I said. Let's take some action. All right. And let's become the kind of person who moves anyway. All right, guys, appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow. Same time, same station. Take care.